Hi guys, DN Neo here, and we are back with F1 2019. In the last episode, we had just finished our run at F2, and we just got to the bit now where we were finally going to be selecting our team. So yeah, let's jump into this. So, the team that I have selected to choose for this underdog series, like I said, it wouldn't be one of the main teams. So, in my mind anyway, the teams that I thought we'd be going with is BW2, or T, sorry, Alfa Romeo, or Williams Racing. And I have chosen to go with Williams Racing. So that's the team we're going to go with. And let's hope we can have a good start to this career mode, joining Formula One. Accept contract. I'm not going to worry too much about the contract perks or anything to that respect. It's just for the storyline and getting onto that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really matter either way. We're going to build it up as we go. So, yeah, here we go. And now we get to pick our team member. I don't think it really matters. I don't know, guys. We'll pick George Russell. Why not?
Excellent choice. From my conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
That's what I pay you for, is it?
Oh, hey, you're here. I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Okay, so here we are.
Williams has a rich history, with several periods of dominance over several decades in the sport. It's high time for another one of those, and you can help make that happen. So let's knuckle down and get to work, okay?
Yeah, you're damn right it is. So this is how I have it set up, guys. One practice. I'll generally do the practice. I may show a few little clips from it, and then simulate the other two practices. I'll show you guys the qualifying, and then obviously we'll get to the race. So we have all the stats on the weather, the track. We have other emails. So yeah, there we go. Now we do have other contract stuff and rivals,
which will help make it easier to negotiate favorable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
Yeah, so also, we have the RAD tree, and this is how we essentially level up the car. Well, not level it up, but get it better and put more performance into the car. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is get the, we'll see the recommendation. Okay, recommending, aerodynamics, which I completely understand, but the first thing I want to get is durability. So I'm going to get general maintenance. We're going to get that straight away. It does take time, like the upgrades aren't like they don't just suddenly appear. So develop time 1 week, which is perfectly fine. And then I think I'm going to go for... Let me have a look here. Front wing turning, side pod turning. I'm going to get the front wing just because it did recommend it. And obviously we'll build the car up as we go in this season. So yeah, I think that's everything explained, guys. I'm going to do the practice. Like I said, that's you know, the practice, you guys may get some highlights from it. But yeah, there's a lot of kind of talking for this first bit, so here we go.
Welcome to Melbourne and the inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is starting shortly and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. A feeling that anything can happen this year, and if it does, well, this weekend could be the opening chapter to one of the most exciting F1 seasons ever. Joining me in the commentary box is, of course, Anthony Davidson, and it's great to have you back again. What can you tell us about this year's roster? There are some new faces this year, aren't there?
Absolutely, Crofty. There's been a number of interesting signings over the last few months. Where would you like to start?
Let's talk about O'Sullivan.
Right, well, this is definitely someone to keep an eye on. Well, they've been signed up likely in no small part due to the way they carried themselves in the Formula 2 Championship. They have a great track record of putting the team first. At one of the races, they even gave up their own position when their car had a technical issue, so that their teammate, Lucas Weber, who also debuts here today, could get ahead. That kind of team spirit could take them a long way this season.
Those two aren't the only new faces from Formula 2 this season, are they?
No, this season will introduce fans to George Russell and Lando Norris, two very promising young British drivers. Plus, we'll meet Alexander Albon from Thailand, and finally, Devon Butler. Now, Devon was a bit of a controversial figure in Formula 2 last year. He racked up a lot of penalties over the course of the season, including one where he collided with his closest rival. It was a nasty clip. Now, certainly after the event, they were nothing but professional in terms of how they spoke about the incident with Devon, but it's hard to imagine them being as polite about it behind closed doors. I think this rival will be one to keep an eye on over the next few races, as both drivers take their first steps into the world of Formula 1.
So, yeah, there we go, guys.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
So yeah, essentially, even if I don't run all of the practices, what I do is I essentially simulate them, just so then we can get like information back to them. By the way, also, if they say O'Sullivan, for people who don't know, essentially you pick like a nickname.
Make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
But yeah, so if they say O'Sullivan, they mean me, guys. So that's another thing to and there's a bit of an Easter egg behind that, but I'll possibly explain that as time goes on. So I think we're just gonna go to the track. I am gonna do a drive out.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
And I'm just gonna see how the car feels. First time in the Williams car, and we'll see how it's going. We'll see how it's performing. This is very useful for me, as much as it may not be entertaining for you guys. It's very informative for me. Just so then I can get how it's performing, and I know how fast the car is and all of that. And obviously from going to Formula or coming from Formula 2 to Formula 1, the cars are obviously are a lot faster and can be more difficult to control as well. So just a little thing for you guys to keep in mind. who will be watching this series. It turns out that I actually have a few Formula One fans, actually, which I didn't know about. I'm not exactly the biggest Formula One buff, but I know my stuff a little bit. Like, I have my favorite drivers, but that's about it, guys. So you guys may know a bit more than me, so I apologize if I'm getting a few things wrong or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so this track, it's not too bad, actually. I don't struggle too bad with it. So it'll just be on race day whether we can keep up with the pack, and if we can really try and stick it in where we need to and get the pace right. So yeah, that's like all this kind of first week of racing, it's all testing, really. I know it sounds rather weird, but obviously if a new driver goes to a team, experienced that team before, they don't know how the car works, they don't know how it's all set up, so probably by the third race I'll definitely feel more at home, but that's a little bit ways off. I did make sure that I'm not recording this at stupid o'clock at night either, so hopefully I'll be a bit more awake as well. Now it is saying that we would have 5th place just by the other cars going round. Again, this is only qualifying, so it's all good, to be honest. And I'm not expecting to be the fastest thing on the track at all. Even if I did pick one of the top teams, you know, we definitely need to get used to the car. But I think I'm going to finish this lap, and then I'll turn it in and I'll simulate the other qualifyings. Again, just because it gives the team more information. So, yeah, I'm just going to make my way around the track again, guys.
That lap puts you in P2 with that last lap.
So there we go, guys. That is the end of the qualifying. I actually got up to P2, but obviously that all changes as you go along. I'm going to skip to the qualifying now, and yeah, we're going to see where we actually start in the race now. So I hope this kind of setup is good for you guys. Do let me know if you don't enjoy it, but there was a bit of explaining, and obviously the game explaining a few things as well. So damn it, pit team, shut up. So yeah, let's get into this.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
This isn't the end of a journey, it's just the beginning.
So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in?
It's a struggle. They've been in Formula One longer than I have. There's so much to learn, and I'm relying on them to guide me. Yeah, sure.
What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
I'll be on the track with the best drivers in the world this season. I'm going to find out exactly what I'm made of. Williams have put a lot of faith in me, and I'm gonna bring home the points for them. That's fair enough. Like, we're not saying we're gonna win,
Well, that's everything.
but we are saying that we're at least gonna get or try to get a few points on the table. So. Okay, so resource points, and these essentially go to your RAD, guys. So for people that are wondering that, reputation. Wait, why did our reputation go down with our own teams? That's, I don't really understand that, but okay, I guess. Okay, so we are expecting a little bit of rain with the qualifying, but then not on race day. That's quite interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go to qualifying now, and my plan is to try and do 2 or 3 laps, and then that's it. I'll be done. So need to really try and push it. And really try and see what I can do here. Obviously, practice qualifying and then the race day. 3 completely different things, guys.
What kind of setup will drivers be looking for around here? It's got a fair mixture of demanding corners. Is it all about finding the sweet spot in handling balance?
Drivers are going to need a nicely balanced car to be fast here. They'll need to get the most out of the medium and high-speed corners, which will push them to run more downforce. But in turn, this slows the car down on the straights. It's a tricky balancing act.
It's weird, actually, because I know, you know, you think of a racing car driver and you think, oh, it's just all adrenaline and all that.
Right, it's not going to be easy getting to the next qualifying session. You'll give it your all.
But no, you gotta be smart. Like, you gotta know what you're talking about. Okay, so they've recommended the fast tire. No, there is like a. Is that super fast? I don't know. I can't quite remember the name of that one now. And whatever tyre we pick here starts us in the race. So, I'm going to trust the team here. And we're going to go for it. So, there we go. Once the car leaves, that's it. We are stuck on that tyre. Where we can change the fuel levels. And we can change... well, that's it, the fuel levels.
We should get out there before it gets busy. Engine fired. We're set.
So, yeah, like I said, my objective is to try and do 3 laps and just get out there, see what the car, well, get more familiar with the car, and then just take it from there, guys. So, I don't particularly want to do a flying lap. I just want to really sort of take my time with this and see how we get on. And again, my memory is so horrible, guys, so don't expect me to suddenly remember the track, because it just doesn't happen. It's as simple as that, guys. So I know for people that have possibly watched Formula 1, they'll even know the tracks from just watching the actual races, but for me, not so much. Let's see if this underdog can give the pros a little bit of a struggle here. Okay, this feels fast. This feels very good, actually, guys. I gotta admit. This feels good. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. Oh, that sun. Like, I understand that it's like, it's realistic, but oh my god, the glare on the screen. Holy moly. Alright, here we go. So we're in P4. Very interesting to start off. I messed up that beginning corner there. I just felt it. It's weird how much you can get even through a controller. I know a few people play this with a car setup of some sort with a steering wheel and all that, but I'm using the good old control pad. So okay, so Sebastian Vettel doing the fastest lap of the qualifying so far. Not surprising in the least, to be honest. It is Sebastian Vettel. He is one of the best in the world. We have to respect that. Not necessarily be afraid of it, but definitely give it the respect it's earned. Or deserves, I should say. Oh, on the grass there. Not good. Not good. That's gonna severely mess us up. Yeah, that's gonna severely mess us up. Activating the DRS though. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we go down to 6th. But again, still not bad, guys. Still not bad. Like I said, I wanted to do 3, so I'm gonna try and do this last one now, and we'll see how we get on going round that corner. Oh, going off a little bit there, but actually,
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do a last lap, guys, just because of the fuel. Because I think they only give you like a certain amount of fuel to try and do like the fastest lap you can do. So that's it, guys. We can't do any more now, which is a real shame. But I think we did well. This is our first race weekend. Obviously, you know, first qualifying, getting used to the car, and it'll all be on race day now to try and do to gain more places and to try and get into the points. So yeah, we are rapidly dropping places, guys, but it's to be expected, I guess. Okay, guys, so that's it now. So all I'm going to do is accelerate time.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:34.1.
I'll edit all this out, don't worry, guys. But yeah, and I'll see you guys on race day. Okay, guys, so that is it. Qualifying is over. We actually, by the end of it, we actually got 20th, so we don't get another qualifying. That's it, we're stuck at 20th. And as you can see, we are miles behind anybody else, which really just, it's not good, guys. We definitely have to get better. And it's not gonna stand, so we've got it all to do on race day. So yeah, let's get into this.
didn't spend much time practicing. Are you saving your car for the main event?
So I'm going to do this for a number of factors will surprise you next time you see us on the track, though.
Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow?
If the car lasts the race, we stand a good chance of getting points.
Appreciate your time.
Sometimes with this game, with the interviews, you do have to blow smoke. Just so then you can get the reputations up and all of that. So there's some last minute stuff just before the race. And there we go, moving up to veteran.
Qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Yeah, that's exactly the plan. And again, we've still got to build up the car, guys, so this is to be expected. This is a underdog story. This is not jump straight in and win the whole thing. This is what we're building up towards. So
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, Perez and Roman Grosjean, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg and Stroll, Weber, Sainz, Devon Butler and Daniel Kvyat, Russell and O'Sullivan. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Not the best place to be at the start of a new season, so let's make sure we show the team what we can do.
So yeah, this is it, guys. As I did in the last episode, I'm gonna take 2 seconds to myself, and then I'll be right back to start this race. So for you guys, it will be a simple little cut. I'll look at the strategy very, very quickly. I'm pretty happy with this one. Yeah, let's start our first ever race in Formula One. Let's do this. Hi guys, and I am back. Okay, like I said, for you guys, it was just a simple little cut. I just kind of took a minute or two And let's do this, our first ever race in Formula 1. Oh, not what I wanted. Oops. So here we go. This is it now. It's just us, the track, and the car. Now, as I explained in the first video, I am a bit of a scrappy racer, but I'll try and keep it as clean as I can. This isn't bumper cars, this is Formula 1, so... yeah, we definitely don't want to get penalised. Oh, that's wide, that's very wide. Yeah, we did make a few places, but I am very scrappy. I am all over the place at the moment. So, let's try and settle down, hunker down in the race, and see what we can do here. We do want points, but this is our first race, and let's just enjoy it.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Way too frisky on the brakes there. Need to just settle down. Not take my eyes off the screen. Trying to like take everything in, but need to concentrate. Obviously DRS not activated for the first lap. I am very confident that we can get this car up there. May take us a few races to really try and find our feet and get some upgrades on the car. One thing you probably will see is as we go on is that you know, if we do several seasons of this, that the upgrades do stick. So if we transfer to teams, but Williams is one of the best, you know, you can see the top drivers trying to get into different teams, and we'll see teams go up and down as this progresses. So it is kind of a real-time showing of what's going on with the teams and how they're progressing, which is really cool. It's not that, you know, Vettel is stuck to Ferrari. They did a really good job at, you know, actually showing that. But I'm really having to try and defend here as much as I can. But I'm not doing the best at it, and that is bad because we, yeah, as it just explained, that we have cars behind us, so I think we're gonna lose a few places here, but it's all good. I think we're all good. Yep. And I'm just gonna try and hope that as the race goes, I can try and gain a few places. Trying to make sure that we keep the cars behind, but if they have the power and the momentum, then they're gonna be able to pass us. Really trying to step on the power as much as I can and as early as I can.
The car ahead is 3.8
Um,
seconds.
But that's a lot of time, guys. That's a lot of time for the car ahead. So we'll see how this goes. I do have a feeling, though, that we are going to get past. But if I keep going like this, hopefully we're going to be able to make some time up. Obviously, as I get more familiar with the car and the track, hopefully I'll be able to move up a few places. And for those that are sitting at home, yes, I can play this game all day and night, but commentating and playing at the same time when there's so much to try and focus on, it's not as easy, guys. You try it at home, even if you're not recording, not just muttering things under your breath or talking to yourself, but trying to actually commentate and make it entertaining. It's not the easiest thing in the world when you're trying to keep track of everything.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
See, we can turn the power up on the car, and I think I am going to go to 3, put the engine in a faster mode and try and actually catch up. But we'll see how we go there. I know the other drivers do like to switch their modes, but there we go, we're making some pace. Did I leave it too long and forget that I could stick the engine up? Who knows? At the end of the day, only the results is what really matters. But we've got to get to those results. I think we are catching. Yeah, turning the engine up, definitely a good move. And we are slowly but surely, I think, making a distance to the pack that is behind us. A little bit off the track there. Tried to correct myself, but that's definitely going to cost us. We were having a good lap.
0 seconds.
Now we've got to make all that ground back up.
Time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Going off a little bit, not good, guys. Trying to cover my back while also trying to get places. All these little things that I'm trying to keep in my mind, and I went off again. Pressure, starting to feel it, guys. Definitely starting to feel it. I'm going to turn the engine down.
+1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Oh, we've actually got more fuel than we need. And there we are in range of the DRS. Let's hope this can help now to catch up to this little pack that we've been trying to get to pretty much all race. The worst thing that can happen is you get left behind with no packs, no trains, and you just get absolutely blitzed and no car in sight. We do have cars in sight.
Best in lap you can.
So this is not over by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to turn down the engine now. I do want to save a bit of fuel for the rest of the race. I don't want to use it all up at the beginning. And going off again. I'm messing up, guys. This isn't the car's fault. This is all my errors. But the car's keeping me in it. Little bit of a nudge there. But I don't really want to slow myself down so much that we can't then keep up. And again, catching a little bit.
Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Keeping a little bit of sorry guys, I lost my train of thought there. But we are going to go in the pit. Oh. So we are going to lose places, guys. But honestly, a fresh set of tyres. Hopefully we're going to be able to just get in, get out. There we go. Under 2 seconds. That's brilliant. That's really brilliant. Honestly.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Yeah, definitely. We now gotta kind of work a little bit for a lap, or maybe 2. But I didn't want to risk the tires. I could have maybe gone for an extra lap or 2, but I really didn't want to risk it. This is our first race. I don't want to go out just because the tires are messing up or a fault with the car. So let's just try and focus on catching up to the rest of the pack. But again, going off the track, I'm really struggling to try and keep the car straight and true.
George is in the pits. George in the pits.
A little bit of drifting there, wasn't expecting that. I thought something had messed up for a minute on the car, but just my bad performance, guys. That's all that was. So there we go. We've regained a train of cars now, which is what we wanted, honestly. And going off again, I've messed up this race, guys, and yeah, I am really losing my grip on this race. Not the tyres losing the grip, but I'm doing a horrible job, and this is indeed all my fault. To be perfectly honest, because trust me, if the car messes up, I will tell you guys. But no, this has all been my error. Has been a few days since I've played. Maybe I did need more time on the practice, who knows. But either way, this is the race. We can do buts, ifs, and whys. But this is just it. This is what we have to live with. People coming out of the pits. We are up to P16. I don't know why they were rewarding me on a pass there. That was just the pit lane. That wasn't necessarily a pass. Oh Lord, going off again. I'm frustrated with myself now. This is not good, guys. None of this is good. I am just butchering this. Absolutely messing this up. I'm gonna go back up to full engine power.
Gap ahead is 2.5 seconds.
Really try and find some places. Although more power is possibly not what I need right now, to be honest. I need to focus on the cornering. I need to focus on the braking. Little bit of scrappy, but that's just a corner. Wasn't necessarily going on the grass. Of course they're gonna have DRS. It's gonna be tight with putting the car up to full power for as long as we have, but we kinda need it.
Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
So that's it now, guys. I can possibly get one more cheeky lap on the higher power for the engine, but other than that, we're essentially tapped out now. But all my little mistakes, you put that all into one lap and you'd see such a massive difference with the times, with the laps, or with that one lap. If you put all my mistakes in one, they all add up, they all go to seconds, and those seconds are really hunting me right now. But we just need to bring it home now. That's all we need to do. This recording is going to be a long one again, so I do apologise, guys. That's kind of just the way it goes with stuff like this. I am going to try and cut out all the excess as much as I can. Whoa, okay. I didn't turn the car properly, apparently. That was big contact. I thought I had turned enough. Apparently not. But fortunately nothing mega came from it.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So we do have DRS, but I think that's just going to be used to keep the car behind us away rather than actually catching, which is still very useful. Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Some information on Vettel. They're retiring from the race.
Oh, damn. Alright. So let me just calm down and hunker down for these last few laps now.
Caution, caution. Green flag.
Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. I was actually going pretty well. But we are coming to the end. We're not going to be in the points, but considering the absolute mess-ups that I have been doing, and we started off on P20, and we gained 5 places. So all in all, guys, I'm actually not that disappointed.
Fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
So this is it, final lap. Just gotta keep these places now. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. I don't think we're gonna gain, but I definitely do not want to lose any places.
Right, some information on Grosjean. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Grosjean is in front of us. I just clocked on who's behind us. It is Devon Butler. So we didn't win any points, but damn does it feel good to be ahead of him. I'm actually gonna turn the engine up just at the last little bit now, just to try and maintain this place. There we go. Wait, what happened? Oh no!
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, my greediness got to me, guys.
That's it for another Grand fantastic win for Mercedes.
Guys, I am sorry, I am going to end it here. I am a little bit worried about time and how long this recording would have been. So normally I wouldn't skip past all of that, but I really do apologise about that. I'm very quickly going to get the hell out of here, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Bye bye for now.
You gained a lot.